What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 3 picks from the later time slot MLB game, so you should be able to lock in these picks. We are currently on an 8-3 run. We've gone 2-1 on the last 2 videos, possibly 3, I believe, but we're just missing that sweep. Looking to give you guys a nice 3-0 sweep today. But if you've been mixing and matching these picks, flexing these picks, you should be profitable. Getting a lot of comments, people winning money on these picks, so love to hear it. If you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does greatly help me out, and I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all MLB season long. If you haven't checked out Prizepicks already, you can use the promo code KJK DFS when you sign up today to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. And if you're looking to get really serious, ramp up your game, if you're playing every single night, year-round, looking to really learn how to profit, the premium content packages are linked below in the description. That's going to give you access to my tickets as soon as I place them if you get the VIP member package, and a whole lot more. The value alerts, the tickets on all apps that I cover, the core play tier, the VIP play of the day. We've been on a nice stretch with that. Yesterday, we had Tyler Wells over 5.5 strikeouts. He went out there and put up 9. Day prior, we went with the Yelich over hitter fantasy score, 7.5. He ended up with 14. Cashed that one. Day prior, we had the Logan Webb over 33.5 fantasy score. Cashed that one. And the day prior was really high on that Jamal Murray fantasy. Cashed that. So that's 4 days in a row the VIP play of the day is cash. But that's just one feature over there. Whole lot more. Obviously, you can't cash a ticket with only one play. That's just my favorite play of the day. It's a nice little feature I added that people had suggested. So we're on a nice streak with that. But let's keep it going on this one. Let's talk about it. We will go game by game as we always do, breaking down 3 picks that I do like for you guys. And let's do it. So the first game that I would like to discuss is going to be the Houston Astros taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. This game comes in with a 10 over-under. And specifically, I want to talk about the Houston Astros bats because they get to take on Alek Manoah tonight, who has been dreadful on the season so far. His stuff, he is not been the elite version of Alek Manoah, and he's always struggled against left-handed hitting his entire career. But this year, it's been the same story and even worse. If we look at the 2022-2023 stats, you're looking at a 320 WOBA with a 151 ISO given up to that left-handed side of the plate. This season, it's a 387 WOBA with a 203 ISO to lefties. So he has really, really struggled against left-handed bats. And then when you go to the last 30 days, it gets even worse for Alek Manoah here. He is featuring a 416 WOBA with a 292 ISO. So he has been terrible against left-handed hitting, which is going to create some issues with him in this one because the Houston Astros do have 2 left-handed bats that are elite. Most notably, Yordan Alvarez. Guy has a 277 ISO with a 395 WOBA, a 20.7% K rate, 7.3% walk rate. He's very disciplined, can absolutely mash the ball, doesn't chase pitches. Just a phenomenal all-around hitter. And I expect him to give Alek Manoah some serious issues tonight. So I really do like Alek Manoah. I really do like Yordan Alvarez here for pick number 1. So we're going to pull him up on the big screen and lock in him. Just talked about it. This guy absolutely mashes. He can really hit righties and lefties. And Alek Manoah, with those splits issues, his recent form has been so bad. Good luck tonight facing Yordan Alvarez when you're struggling that much. It's going to lead to a little bit of a scary outcome for you. I would not be surprised in the least to see Yordan Alvarez go deep off Alek Manoah tonight. I think there's a pretty strong possibility. I think there's multiple ways he can get you there, obviously, though otherwise, double with guys on base, a few RBIs. But, I mean, the home run upside, the upside in general in this matchup tonight for Yordan Alvarez is massive. The Houston Astros are the away team, so they will get the guaranteed at-bats in the top of the 9th inning, and they're in Toronto. So as far as the hitting environment there, we'll go ahead and pull that up for you guys as well, something I always like to discuss. It is in a dome, so the weather isn't exactly as much of a factor when it comes to Toronto, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But we'll go ahead and pull up how it plays to those left-handed bats. You can see Rogers Center plays pretty good to both sides, really, but specifically to those left-handed batters, good for home runs, triples, doubles in the gap, and that average, the slugging, everything looking pretty good in Rogers Center. So pick number 1, We're going with the over 7.5 hitter fantasy score here for Yordan Alvarez. Talked about Alek Manoah's struggles against lefties historically, and it's been even worse this year. Good luck. That's all I got to say. Yordan Alvarez is a scary presence in that box, and I think he's going to have some great success tonight. That's all I got to say. So pick number 1, that's what we're going with. Over 7.5 hitter fantasy score for Yordan Alvarez. And then pick number 2, we talked about it, those splits against lefties. Alek Manoah's been terrible against them. Cannot seem to get them out. And the Houston Astros have another left-handed bat that you might have heard of before that's really talented. It is Mr. Kyle Tucker. So Yordan's expected to hit in that 3 spot. Then you got Kyle Tucker expected to hit in that 4 spot. 317 Wobo. The ISO's been a little bit down this season with a 158. The power is usually up a lot more for him, but we're talking about a very disciplined hitter. Once again, 11.5% walk rate, only a 15.9% K rate. Doesn't strike out. Alek Manoah hasn't been striking guys out as we discussed. He's only got a 15.9% K rate to those lefties this season. He's got a terrible walk rate, so I just expect this Houston Astros lineup to be moving. They have a 5 implied run total. And once again, Manoah's a guy I've been picking on with lefties for quite some time now. Ever since he entered the league, even in his elite form, it was always an issue against those left-handed bats. This season, it's getting even worse with the 203 ISO. And then, like I said, the last 30 days, it's been really, really bad to both sides of the plate. I mean, his form's just terrible, but the lefties, these are just really dreadful numbers. So I can't reiterate it enough. I think you guys get the point. But until he proves that he can contain these splits, going to keep targeting these guys. And once again, the Houston Astros are the team that's on the road. They're going to get the guaranteed top of the 9th at bats. They do come in with a 5 implied run total, and they are in a great spot against a guy with some really bad recent form. So go ahead and give me the 2-man stack here of Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker. I feel really good about it. For the first 2 picks in this video for you guys, once again, on the road, 5 implied run total. Alek Manoah's been terrible. Both guys hit from the left-hand side of the plate. Great spot for these Houston Astros lefties. Feel really good about these 2 to start things off in this video today. Over 7.5 hitter fantasy score for Kyle Tucker for pick number 2. And then pick number 3, we'll go to another game here. Let's see. We'll kick it on down to the Texas game is what I want to discuss next. So we got another guy with some recent form issues. Another guy with some regression on this season. Has not been good. And that guy is going to be Martin Perez. And he has to take on a St. Louis Cardinals lineup tonight. That does have a 4.46 implied run total. They're a team that absolutely mashes left-handed pitching. And specifically, this guy in the 4 spot, you might have heard of him before. His name is Nolan Arenado, and he can absolutely mash left-handed pitching. We'll pull up the numbers for Mr. Arenado on the season against those lefties, and to no surprise, they're looking fantastic once again. Ridiculously good. A 357 ISO, 387 WOBA. He's only striking out 14.3% of the time. He's got a 10.2% walk rate. And you look at Martin Perez's statistics against those right-handed bats on the season. Doesn't look too bad on the season. Definitely not good, but not dreadful with a 348 WOBA, 184 ISO. Arenado mashes so much to where that doesn't even matter. But then you look at the last 30 days for Martin Perez. It has been really, really bad. A 377 WOBA, 245 ISO, only a 14.4% K rate, 9% walk rate. These are all terrible things, and he has to pitch in Texas, which is a phenomenal hitter's ballpark. St. Louis is on the road. Not to mention the Texas bullpen is really bad. Texas has the 5th worst bullpen in the entire league with a 446 xFIP, so this is a really good thing. For Nolan Arenado as well, they get the guaranteed bats at the top of the 9th. You're going to hear me talk about that a lot because we will take every single opportunity that we can get, of course, when we're targeting the over. But Arenado mashes, and then lastly, we'll pull up those ballpark factors as far as Texas, how that plays, so you can see the diagram. No, I'm not lying to you. Globe Life Field. Really, really good hitting environment here, guys. As you can see to both sides of the plate, green, 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 green. In Texas, the weather, I believe it's a retractable dome, and I don't really know if they're going to have it open or not. That's something that you'd have to pay attention to. That's something I always have my Twitter alerts on, but regardless, even if they don't, it's just such a good hitting environment. If it's warm weather and that roof gets open, it's going to be even better. But like I said, regardless, we're just kind of nitpicking at that point and getting really picky. It doesn't matter. Terrible numbers for Martin Perez against righties. Nolan Arenado matches lefties. They're on the road. He's in the 4 spot. They have a 4.46 implied run total. I think Arenado crushes in this spot tonight, and I do think his hitter fantasy score is pretty disrespectful, honestly. The 7.5, like in this kind of a spot, I would think he'd be more like an 8.0, 8.5, you would think on Prizepicks, but hey, we are not complaining. Go ahead and lock me in over 7.5 hitter fantasy score here for Nolan Arenado. Talked about it, mashes lefties. Martin Perez has been really, really bad against righties lately as well, that last 30-day form. You combine Nolan Arenado in the 4 spot against a lefty that's been struggling recently against righties, and then, yeah, it's just ridiculously good numbers he has. It's going to create a little bit of an issue here for Mr. Martin Perez tonight. So pick number 3. We're going with the over 7.5 hitter fantasy score here for Nolan Arenado, and that will be my 3 picks to get you win this money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does greatly help me out. I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all MLB season long. Once again, the premium content is linked below in the description. If you're looking to step up your game, I do offer that. You're going to get access to every single one of my picks, every single one of my tickets. If you do get the VIP member package, lower tier, you're going to get the core play. So you're going to pretty much get my player pool. You just won't get those push alerts. There might be some bumps that occur, etc. But it's a cheaper price tag to get you locked in and get access to all those picks still. If you're not willing to make the full-on commitment into the VIP. So it's all from me in this one. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks MLB player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.